Today we are going to travel to a new country. We're going to Russia and we are going to do some Russian folk art. And specifically, we're going to look at the Matryoshka doll. And that, you have probably seen these before. They're also called nesting dolls or stacking dolls or babushka dolls. And they are wooden little dolls, like a container, where another smaller one is inside of it and then another smaller one, and it keeps getting smaller and smaller until there's a tiny little baby inside. And lots of times there are many different themes of Matryoshka dolls. Today we are going to draw 3 Matryoshka dolls in 3 different sizes. So we're gonna do the large, medium, and small. And you can choose the theme that you're gonna do yours in. I'm gonna show you some typical designs and things that Russian dolls will have on them, but you can choose your own theme to do. And when we do this today, you are going to need a piece of paper, a marker. If you want to grab a pencil and do it in pencil first, you're always welcome to do that. I'm going to use crayons today. You could use colored pencils or markers if that's what you have. And then to help me with my Matryoshka doll, I'm going to actually grab a small little cup and a quarter. And that's going to help me with the sizing. So if you've got anything circular around your house that are 3 different sizes, I've got like the lip of the cup, this open part is one side, the bottom is another size, and the quarter is another size. It needs to be 3 sizes getting smaller. Okay, let's get started. So I'm gonna grab my cup first, and I'm gonna put it open side down, way on the side of my paper, because this is gonna be the face of the biggest doll. And I'm gonna trace the circle. Then I'm gonna flip it to the bottom, go next to it here, kind of in the middle, and I'm gonna trace the bottom of it. And lastly, I'm going to grab my quarter and I'm gonna make that one the smallest little one. All right, so those are the 3 faces. Now we're gonna put the body around it. So let's start with the biggest Matryoshka doll. And I'm gonna add a little ring around it like that, but not close it up, because then I'm going to make 2 curved lines coming down like so. And then 2 diagonal lines coming from the bottom like that, and then a horizontal line connecting it. And that is the shape. It's a very simple shape. And then we'll do the same with this next one. Just repeat that. Curve, curve, diagonal, diagonal, horizontal. We want them to be ending right around the same spot. And then the smallest, the baby. From the slideshow, you saw that there are many different themes and types of Matryoshka dolls. Now that they've been around since the 1800s, people have been making them not only in Russia, but all over now, and have made many different types. So I'm excited to see what you come up with. All right, let's make the faces of the 3 dolls now. And first I'm going to do some hair, which will just be just like maybe a curved line like that. You can do 3 different types of hair if you want. You can do all the same hair, whatever you want. And then the face. So I'm gonna do 2 curved lines for eyes with a little dot on each, like so, little circle. 2 little dots for a nose, a curved smile, and then just 2 bumps for the top lips, and a curved line connecting for the bottom lips. And then I'm just gonna do 2 little circles for cheeks. If I'm going too fast at all and you wanted to do this with me, then just pause the video and catch up. All right, I'll do that again now for the next smaller one. And maybe this one I'll do a little bit of a different nose. I'll do a little curved nose for that one. It gets a little bit trickier as you get smaller because you have to draw it smaller. Like this baby, I gotta go really small. Like that. All right, there we go. Now I get to just add my designs. Now I put a little slide that showed you some ideas. Traditionally, Matryoshka dolls would be very decorative. It looks like she's wearing a little like kerchief, a little like bandana basically around her head. So you could always add that, like add the line down here with a little knot and a little pointed leaf shape like that for like a kerchief. This one could be a little bit different. So a Matryoshka doll is supposed to be like a mother or maybe even a grandmother, and then their children or grandchildren getting smaller and smaller and stacking inside of them. That's what it was meant to be when it first started. Maybe this one I'll just do that, and then you can separate it with lines and different decorations. So this is where you get to be creative and come up with your own decorations and repeat them. Okay. Maybe I'll draw like a line like that. Maybe we'll do some spirals down here. Do some little teardrop shapes here. And we could do flowers. All right, I'm gonna keep working on the designs of my dolls for all 3. Okay, and so I finished decorating my 3 dolls. As you can see, I have lots of different lines and repetitive patterns. I also, in some areas, even tried to use some symmetry. We've been talking about symmetry too. Remember, you tried that in your Scandinavian pumpkin and in your Mexican sugar skulls. So if I did one pattern here, I did the same on the other side. So now what I'm going to do is grab my colors and I'm just going to color it all in. My coloring. As you could see, when I was coloring, I would pick a color and then I would find one section of one doll to color, then color a different section in my next doll, go to my next doll, pick a different section. By doing it that way, I'm keeping the same color scheme. As we learned about Matryoshka dolls, is that they have a same theme. So that means the coloring will be similar on them. They wouldn't be all completely different. So I kept with the same color scheme, and whatever color I put on one, I did on the other. So these dolls have a lot of pattern, a lot of repetition. So whatever I did on this one, I might do it on this one, but a little bit different. You know, a lot of them, they all have like some flowers of some kind. They all have some dots of some kind. They all have, you know, different straight and curvy lines. So you can come up with your own. Again, you could come up with different themes. You can look back at the slide to see the different ideas that were on there. But if you would like to come up with your own ideas, like you know, space or Star Wars or you know, anything. I'm drawing a blank right now of all the different ideas, but you can come up with your own scheme of 3 different dolls. But remember, the dolls need to have similarities in them, so kind of the same color scheme, some sort of similar pattern in each of them, because they do go together. When you're finished, you can post it to Seesaw. I can now wait to see what you come up with. Have fun.